Alright, there you go. You can just say whatever.
Human society has collapsed.
We're live.
No.
Not yet.
It's a average day at best. It's 73 degrees out.
I feel that.
73 degrees out. There's been a slight drizzle on and off all day. It's slightly cloudy.
Sorry to interrupt right at the beginning. Have we chosen a location?
Oh yeah, where do you want to start? All of you?
Virginia. Fuck it.
Hell no.
I vote Maine.
Nowhere too far south. I don't want to deal with poisonous
no, we're doing
snakes
south.
and shit as well as
No,
Texas.
only
Not Texas.
southeast.
Southeast.
Yeah, it has to
gotta
be
be
southeast.
near the water because otherwise it doesn't make sense with the military. Because the military bases are almost
Wait,
always
by
near
the water is.
I
Are we
say
trying to open
Tennessee,
holes in another
alright?
dimension?
So yeah.
Where the fuck was Lil Wayne from? That's where we should be from.
Where was he from? You can be
New
from
Orleans.
like, Florida.
I say
Are we
Tennessee
talking,
'cause
like-
you can follow the fucking Mississippi?
Are we talking Southeast Asia?
Yeah.
Shut up.
United States.
I'll go with Mississippi. I'll go with Tennessee.
Hell yeah.
What if we're starting down south? I'm not from down south, and I'm pissed about being here in the first place because I fucking hate it.
I'm
down
not
here.
from here.
I'm just gonna say you guys start in fucking like Florida. Fuck you.
Oh,
Florida's gonna suck.
Florida.
That's fine.
Dude, we're gonna have crazy Florida man zombies.
Yeah, that truck is gonna be fucking. It's gonna take us forever to get.
I'll call it the suck truck.
Oh, the swampiness.
Well, it turns out you're gonna need that truck.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck.
Let's see.
Florida. Can that be part of the campaign where Florida just breaks off?
As we escape Florida,
So we're
Bugs Bunny
stranded on
cuts it
Florida,
off.
Stranded on Florida. Just
We
to
gotta
make it
try and
worse.
build something that can float the truck across the ocean.
Yep.
Come on,
You're gonna
guys.
start in Fort Myers.
oh no.
Alright, Google Maps in it.
I'm visiting my girlfriend in Fort Myers.
Girlfriends.
She's from another school.
Sure.
Sure.
You guys wouldn't know her. She's from
My
a
girlfriend.
She's from Canada.
Ah.
Yeah, she's from Canada. You
She's
don't know
in
her.
Fort Myers though.
I actually literally know somebody from Fort Myers who's there now. So interesting, I guess. About to play a campaign in your town.
I lived in Fort Myers for 6 months. It was terrible.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd imagine anywhere in Florida would be terrible. I mean, it looks fucking nice though, tropical. and
Well,
shit.
alright, Fort Myers isn't terrible, but it's like Rochester in the sense of like Fort Myers is famous for being Thomas Edison's summer getaway because he was a fucking winter bird or whatever. So, like, that being said, it's also like a military installment, but it literally goes from like nice rich area to complete ghetto in like 1 yard. You know what I'm saying? Just like Rochester. Like you're like,
Yeah,
wow.
Rochester does
Dude,
that
that's
shit,
like every. I feel like that's every fucking like place outside of a military base.
That has a military base outside. Kind
Cause I
of.
went to Fort.
There's like a radius where you can't fuck
Fucking-
around, but like it's literally pushing right up against that radius.
The same shit was in fucking Fort Bragg and like I don't even fucking know where. I went to visit
People
some
are
girl.
gonna do illegal shit, but they just respect a certain radius, man. They're like, nah,
Yeah, some people just pay enough to keep that shit out of their yard.
that too. Some people just call it.
Let me
cops.
put that in the fucking. I'll put date, weather, and location. Flash.
But yeah, it's all about the presence. Same with like police and shit. It's all about that presence.
Should be edited by.
Man, I gotta zoom in to see like the percents of these fucking my life and shit on my token. Damn it.
So fucking So Bernard works at Lee Memorial Hospital over here.
Oh Jesus. I don't see a backstory.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
I'm looking at the Google Maps of Fort Myers. That's
I don't ever have any memories of going to the hospital in Fort Myers, so that's a good thing.
fucking.
Look up the Edison Mall, Crow. I lived right next to the Edison Mall.
Yeah, I was pretty sure. I just looked up Fort and I was like, I think Brian lived in Fort Myers with dad.
Yeah, in Florida there's
There it is. It's right
on
there.
two things. There's Fort Myers and Fort Lauderdale. So I don't it might
Hold on, let me change this heat real quick.
I'll look up some Google Maps with you. I'll try to see where if I can find it.
The Hooters is
It'll be
right there.
96.
What are you gonna do without a Hooters, honestly?
Dude, Hooters was so popular in Fort Myers.
It's right on the main fucking road.
Yeah,
man.
it was so fucking popular.
Okay,
You just
so
stop
anyway,
by.
you guys are let's see.
I'm familiar with this
Dylan owns
Asian
farmland near Fort Myers somewhere.
market. Yeah, where?
I don't fucking know.
Where's that?
Say we're just gonna say it. It's not like exactly in Fort Myers, but it's close by.
Over on this 6 Mile Cypress.
All right,
South.
Crow, are you
know
still
what?
looking at Fort
It's like
Myers at
this
all?
long Greenland.
Are you over the Edison Mall, Crow?
Yeah.
So, like, right to the right of that, you see the red-topped apartment buildings? There's, like, a little pool in the middle.
Hold on, let me get into the fucking view mode. Here, satellite. Light. Oh my. Red top.
Yeah, right to the right.
To the east.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I
East.
lived.
God damn.
Yeah.
Little fucking pool jig.
I swim in that pool so fucking much, bruh.
Little pool jiggle with the fucking the water feature outside.
Yo, I was, like, the only white person that lived around that area. Like, the only one.
Okay. So, you guys pretty much, you and Chris are delivering goods to Dylan, like farming goods, like things to help him grow, like soil and
I gotta
shit.
close
in
this fucking
Florida.
map. I'm gonna keep fucking just looking.
I'll keep looking at Fort
Yeah, that's
Myers.
fine.
Cool place. It's too much. You could tell me where I am.
And is Bernard still here and Chris? And
So, wait,
shit?
where are we starting specifically? In what city?
Fort Myers.
Oh, we're starting in Fort Myers?
That's
Alright,
what
I'm
we
sorry,
said,
I'm
so I was
sorry.
thinking
I was
about
thinking
that.
Tennessee still.
Apparently, we're forced
We're
to
starting in Fort Myers.
Where exactly are we starting
So-
so I can get my bearings?
Which road?
Yeah.
You said there'd be
Fine.
Google Maps.
Hold on.
We could start right at Edison Mall.
No.
We'd
Because
be
you're
in a
delivering
mall. We're in a
stuff to.
military base.
You're delivering stuff to Dylan, but I need to find.
Are they
Actual
military
open land.
supplies?
Yeah, 40 years ago. or
We're
what-
giving him some of his metals as well. All right, some cargo, some metals for his service or something. I don't know.
I don't fucking know where I can start.
Yeah,
even.
Fort Myers is it's a very
JJ.
dense city.
Okay, we can
Cargo
start
driver's
in the fucking Babcock Ranch Preserve. Dylan owns
Okay.
a ranch on that preserve
How do you spell it? Babcock?
That's fitting.
farm.
That's more fitting.
Babcock?
above
Is it
the
Babcock Street? Oh, I see Babcock Ranch, Lee County, right?
Yeah.
There it is. Alright.
Are
There
you
it
in,
is.
you're in Florida, right?
What's it
Yeah, I'm
called?
in Florida.
What? I'm sorry.
Babcock
we're all in
Ranch
Florida.
Preserve.
We're all in Florida.
Just search for Fort Myers and it's literally right
Punta
there.
Gorda. I see it.
The search-
Babcock Ranch
yeah.
Preserve.
Okay, so Dylan owns land on that, like on the bottom, like fucking.
He owns the Gator Shack
leftmost.
restaurant?
Just a few humble acres on which I grow over
Motherfucker.
20,000 pounds of food a year.
Dead.
Wait, hold on. Why does it say farm? Oh, I thought it said farmhand plastic surgery. Anyways.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
Do you guys wait? You guys want me to stream? Actually, I'll stream the Google Maps for you.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure you guys know exactly where you are.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I'll put Roll20 on my second monitor and stream Google Maps on my main monitor.
I wish someone would use Google Maps and take the old Grand Theft Auto 1 or 2 games and fucking just turn Google Maps into a Grand Theft Auto 1 game where you can travel anywhere in the country.
Can you hear the music from my stream?
Hopefully not. Hold on.
Are you streaming into
If
Discord,
so,
or-
just mute me on the stream. You have to join the
Join
stream though.
stream.
Oh god, yeah, I can hear it, but I can mute you, so.
Yeah, just mute me on the stream. Tell me when you're all in.
I'm
here.
in.
You are all in here. It only you'd all joined it like once because it only made one Badoop sound.
Badoop.
So, here, we'll do fucking this one. You're going to be starting like right around here. This is where Dylan's fucking reservation is. Like right here.
Alright, we can't see your mouse, I think.
Middle of the woods.
Oh, you can't see my mouse. Can I? Can
I can see
I
that,
can see
yeah.
that mark, yeah.
Okay. So where the markers is where you're about starting. That's dumb that you can't see my mouse.
Alright, so just a couple humble acres, but pretty much every acre is like permacultured for like year-round production of something. Tons of shit working together. Fucking, it's just a veritable paradise.
You know those little places where they have like they have a whole ecosystem in a jar. It's like a
like
bigger
that.
version of
It
that.
is like that. I'm gonna be sad to see it go. I mean, living here peacefully in my regular life.
So we're delivering him nutrients for his soil, for his plants to grow very well.
Yeah.
Delivering things to me?
We call it the
Yeah.
NASA nutrients.
Alright.
They're delivering stuff too, Dylan. You, Brian, and Chris are, because Chris has the big truck and he's just been working as like a whatever, and Brian's been doing odd jobs with him, pretty much. Because they
Alright,
just
yeah.
got out of NAM.
Just got out.
Gonna have to.
I didn't go to them. I was not in Vietnam.
Well, Brian just got out of the war, and you just got to fucking. You're just doing
I
whatever.
did naval reconnaissance.
Yeah, but you're just right now. You're just living in Florida for a little bit and doing odd jobs.
But I still
Kind
get
of.
on the radio and do
Yeah.
some recon.
You're still
every
you're
day.
part of the you're part of the army, but right now you're on like the reserves, pretty much.
Well, they were short on drivers. They asked me to come because I
Yeah.
had been a driver and a mechanic before. They had an old truck for us. We had to do a delivery, but I'm still expected to do my job, combing through
yeah.
those Russian transmissions
Wow.
every day. Still
Yeah.
got a job to do here.
Do your fucking job.
They just
And
gave
I
me
mean,
someone else's job
okay,
too.
Chris lives in Fort Myers. We'll say,
Oh
and
god.
he still does his job, but right now he's just delivering shit to Dylan for extra money and fucking.
I'm not out on the ship right now, so
He's just doing odd jobs right now. But so you guys pretty much roll up at Dylan's place. Dylan's sitting in his rocking chair, smoking pot,
Playing a banjo.
yeah, playing a banjo, and Bernard's sitting on the deck with him. And
Eating
they're
Ritz
just,
I'll be
crackers.
playing
They're-
the
they're just
harmonica.
shooting
I'll
shit.
accept this.
yeah,
is
playing the
there a
harmonica.
ramp? Are there any ramps in his driveway?
No, it's like a really long driveway. It's one of those like long driveways, and then it has like a loop to fucking get out easy on a truck.
I want to drive concerningly fast down this driveway.
It's pretty
Towards the
curved.
tunnels.
Roll a drive check.
Yeah, it's all. It's
You
all
crash
straight.
and die.
It's all dirt. You drove over this shit before. It's fucking packed down
Yeah.
from many times. of
You're
driving
going
over
going
it.
pretty fast down it, and
This
they
is
can
what you
hear
would
you coming
consider
like
a
a mile,
farm's,
like
like,
10
main
miles away.
services.
Yeah.
Oh, you switch screens that you're streaming. It's showing my
Yeah.
driving check on your
What?
stream.
Really?
Yeah.
That's stupid. It's whatever stream or whatever thing I
Yeah.
fucking click into.
Oh, that's
It's not
really
lame. You could probably switch it honestly.
No,
choose like a certain monitor or not Discord.
you can't.
Stream.
We'd have to go to a private call for that, which is really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm trying to figure out how to stream your the Discord fucking map. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure there's a website that's Google Maps together. I mean, let me Google
You'd
that.
have to use game capture and do Discord. Or
I was, but it just says your stream live, but it won't capture it.
something.
Need the Google
That's
Maps, the game app.
Yeah, it says Discord, Mortos live Discord. And then when I go to it, it's just all dark. And I've tried. I only got 2 cursor, multi-adapter command ability.
That's really weird.
I reckon.
So that means anytime you click over to do a certain type of roll, we're just gonna see it.
Yep. That's really good.
We can't do this.
I mean, we could do a private call,
Yeah, I guess
and
we could.
everything would probably work a lot better.
Alright, yeah, let's all go into a private call. Call us up.
Call Brian.
Wait.
Huh?
I said,
Am I not Dylan's friend on this? What's fucking...
oh.
Bernard, I made that. Bob denied
Now
me
you can
that
see the
character.
fucking-
That head is a little too big.
I voted.
Yeah, now you guys can see this too. And
Yeah.
Brian, you
I-
should be able to stream it better now.
I can see it. I'm trying to figure out how to get it to capture.
To show the
You
map
can
and
just
where we are.
screen capture and then fucking pick.
Well, no,
Yeah.
do picture in picture.
Picture
They
in
can see
picture.
the rolls. Yeah, it's Dylan's trick. I don't know anything about it.
Oh yeah, picture. I don't know if that works for. Yeah, no, you probably do. I don't know. It's not a video.
Oh,
I think I'd have to add a display capture and just
I think it's
crop
gotta
it.
be like fucking not embedded, but I think it's gotta be like a.
Yeah, just do a display capture and crop it.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
Find out what it means to me.
A-B-C-D. W-Z.
There we go.
Why is Bernard's name just Bernard?
That's me. I lost my last name.
Professor Bernard? Come on, you're a doctor. You
That's
can't be Doctor something.
Dr. Bernard. I'm not a teacher.
You can't be Dr. Bernard. That's ridiculous.
Oh, I am.
I
Daryl.
am.
What about Daryl?
I'm not Daryl. Daryl has a last name.
Bill!
My last name is Johnson.
Daryl Williamson.
My last name is
O'Brien.
Johnson.
Bless you, bless
There
you.
you go, Johnson.
Bernard Johnson. God damn, bless you. Why the fuck is your name your real name? You didn't make a character here. You're just a generic you doctor.
That's not my real name.
It's me, the doctor.
Well, it's really not your real name at all, but that's what we usually call you already.
So what happened to the map?
I fucking hold on. I had to get rid of it because I was I opened something.
Merlin, come on, dude.
Shit.
His real name was Poliwag.
Merlin!
Merlin!
Listen to me the fucking first time, please.
I'm not wearing Merlin pants.
Give me the map back so I can crop it.
Yeah, I know. Hold on.
Map back patty whack.
Give a dog a bone.
Leave your
Give
mom
Brian a map.
alone.
Oh,
Can I click on this and make it huge, or?
yes.
Oh no. That's...
Click the bigify button.
Yeah, click full screen.
Oh, I see it.
Or you can do the little drop down button.
Yeah, I dropped it down so I can.
Yeah,
open
I'd crop it rather. Alright. Now I'm gonna crop it. Oh, that's a
All
background.
in the fucking watch together too. Dylan, you want to get in here?
No, I'm not.
Don't
I'm
do
gonna get
it.
in there, it's fine.
Okay,
It's mandatory.
Music triggers me.
that's fine. I don't listen to music when I play D&D either usually.
If it was like,
I'll allow it.
if it was like you, if you had fucking literally scripted every minute of it and like had constant music changes for like the exact moments at the right time always, I might listen to it. But if it's just like 20 minutes of each track and it's like, yeah, like I've been feeling the same way for way too long. I'm not immersed anymore. I just feel like what
I'm gonna change it. I have a couple picked out, but most of it's just random ambiance.
Yeah.
So.
The ambiance. Yeah, ambiance, man.
Fucking. Okay. Anyhow, so Chris is like fucking going
Welcome home.
Mach 10 down fucking Dylan's dirt road onto his farm, and Dylan and Bernard obviously hear this and see this.
I just put a hand up, my joints in the other hand to just wave. I'm used to this shit by now.
Used to this
They're
shit.
like, oh, there he is.
Ooh,
Should be done soon.
hope I don't die today, but
Oh dear, today's the day.
Ooh, that day, man.
Hey, these kids.
I'm just sitting there eating my pack of Ritz crackers.
Oh, Bernard's eating. No, you're eating peanut butter crackers.
No, I'm eating Ritz crackers.
Ritz. Okay, Chris finally arrives
for
at
bed.
the fucking at your house. Hopefully stopping.
Doesn't crack.
No, right through the front wall.
Yeah, right through the fucking Right to the house.
Yeah, I definitely stop. I don't
Oh, you stop.
run into
Okay.
his house.
Cool.
Oh wow. He uses the air brakes.
Roll a
So-
brakes check.
So, break check. So, and we were like, hey, who's in charge around here? Where's
No. You've delivered to
Yeah, it's
him
a
before. You
Oh,
deliver to him
it's
often.
a routine delivery.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is a
alright,
routine.
I'm like,
you know
hey.
Bernard and him.
I've got my radio out. I'm listening to some unintelligible Russian chatter, and I'm marking things
Speed
down
pass.
with my.
Like,
with
every
my
time you
notepad.
manage not to crash into my fucking building, man, I'm dead.
Yeah, I've been driving a long time. Listen, I was texting. That's the only reason it looked a little shaky there. Right?
How often you change them brakes, dude?
How often? Oh, I haven't changed these in years. I got the new ones in the back. I just haven't put them on yet.
I
But
want to put those on soon. Fucking wear them
hell
shits
yeah.
right down the way you drive, boy.
Especially for that zombie apocalypse, you know? That I know
Who
about.
said that?
Hey, God?
God.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I put
nah,
on the
don't
radio
call me
and
crazy,
the paper.
but I had done got a message from God today.
I look over to
So-
Daryl O'Reilly and I'm like, well, come on, what are you waiting for? Unload the man's fucking special fertilizer. We got this shit from NASA.
I don't say anything. I
I'm
just start
like,
unloading
I'm
it.
just like, I would gently
Okay.
wave, like as if to say, like no worries, like take your time. Like,
Chris walks out and does paperwork with Dylan and stuff
Mm-hmm.
over all the shit.
Yep.
And Bernard's just sitting over there, drinking or eating his Ritz crackers,
Chris, you
Yep.
smoke?
and Brian starts
I look
unloading.
over, I look at him and I'm like, yeah, I guess I could trust you.
All right, we're just smoking in the background. You guys.
You
Alright.
wait, who?
Yeah.
You look at
Brian,
me?
We're watching
Brian
the
looks.
workers.
Brian looks up to the sky and he like puts his hand over his eyes and he's like, "There's a storm a coming."
Storm a brewing.
Yeah.
Quiet, labor boy.
I won't roleplay for you, but I'll give you. I should start giving you like, the cloud. You can see dark clouds in the horizon.
Oh fuck.
That's pretty much what I should be saying. I shouldn't be roleplaying for you.
Turn it back to satellite for me if you know where we are, so it looks better.
Satellite.
All right.
Hell yeah. I live there.
So
Way out
there's
in
a
the
storm
woods.
brewing in the horizon. It's let's say it's fuck. I should add a clock somewhere.
All right. In that case, we're smoking and we're working in the back. I'm helping them bring shit.
It's
in,
it's
'cause I gotta
probably
get
like
it in before the rain.
3 p.m. ish, like a real lifetime. Oh my god.
Is
But
it
it's
like big
it's
ass?
like-
Oh
storm?
my god, is it happening in real life?
Ah!
Oh shit!
Yeah, there's quite a storm in the horizon. It looks pretty like, you know.
Yeah.
My guy's
as
pretty
we're working,
sleepy.
I start using my shitty old man strength to start bringing shit in slow, but I'm helping.
Yeah, okay.
While
So-
everyone else is working, I'm gonna sit there with my radio and just like translate Russian transmissions.
So what most of Dylan bought off of this is like fertilizer, fucking like normal fucking
Uranium.
like good like natural pesticides
Yeah,
and shit
like
and like
organic, like
organic
composts and
shit.
shit too.
Yeah. Dylan's
Farm
like the one
composts.
of the fucking
Gotta outsource.
what's it called? He's one of the pioneers in like all of this random shit. Like
Organic,
he's starting all the organic. Yeah. He's one of the
Organic
pioneers in
pioneer.
it, definitely.
Sustainable organic farming, my friend.
Mhm. And
And we're all like, what is this General Hydro? Forget it. Here you go, man.
I'm just unloading boxes. I'm just doing what I'm told. I'm upset.
My
Like,
guy is-
how hot is it right now?
Oh, it's-
it's 90.
Probably
It's
humid.
90
yeah, you
out.
you can look at the handout, Elm. God damn it!
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
What
shit.
fuck is
Sorry.
96 degrees Fahrenheit? That's pretty
You're
fucking
in
hot
Florida.
out.
Yeah, it is 96.
It's fucking humid too. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah. It's hot as fuck.
Dude.
It's Florida.
Yeah,
What do you
my
want?
guy had like a fucking he had like a really long shift at the hospital. A ton of people just kept coming in with some weird disease.
So, seriously though,
As you see him
in
Yeah.
Fort Myers, what time is it? 2 or 3 o'clock?
Yeah, it's like 2:30.
Say it's 12 o'clock, because literally every day in Fort Myers, it would do a slight drizzle or rain at 12 o'clock, and it would be 90 fucking degrees out, and you just wouldn't be able to fucking breathe.
Yeah, so I'll say it's noon. Yeah, that makes more sense.
But seriously, like every day, like on fucking point at noon, it would just rain. I couldn't believe it. Anyways,
It's just regular evaporation rain.
Do we-
Like, oh, it's so hot. Like it's gonna.
Do we have like a radio on the porch?
fucking rainforest?
Yeah, there's a
basically.
radio on the.
yeah. Wait, it's
I'm listening to the radio. What's going on? The
hold on.
radio?
It's just wait. Describe me the scene again. How we're all together. Even Biggs is with us.
Yeah,
I'm on the
Biggs
porch.
is on the porch.
my
He was
character is
talking.
smoking
He
a
was
cigar
he was
before
he was
Biggs
shooting
was
shit
sitting
with
with me.
Dylan.
All right. All right.
So Bernard was sitting on the porch shooting shit with Dylan, and then you and Chris were coming to deliver like a routine delivery that you do to Dylan every month.
All right. We just have some nutrients or fertilizer or something.
Yeah, you just have random.
I want to change the radio.
Okay, you changed the radio.
I'm gonna change to like sort of like a news station radio.
A
thing,
news
like-
station.
Fucking AM
Yeah.
stations.
It's hot. As per usual.
An Aeon
Florida.
station.
Yeah.
I'm listening for any news on the those strange patients that kept coming into the hospital.
I don't want the radio. Fox
There are no
News.
strange patients that came coming into the hospital.
Oh, there was. I had an 18-hour shift.
Yeah, there were
You hear nothing
We're on
about
a public radio. War.
on the radio. It's like there were an unusual amount of casualties. People suffering from random lacerations and some even having bite marks.
normal for Florida.
And
There
normal
were
for Florida.
traces of rabies in them. That's what I gathered while I was working.
One of the patients weirdly had rabies-like symptoms, but he just had lacerations. They think he had a severe case of rabies. It's just weird how it onset so quickly. Back
Was
to you,
dead
Rob.
when he was examined?
Oh my god.
Or was he
Yeah.
alive?
Is he alive?
Was he alive?
Yeah, I knew that many people coming in with cuts and bites and shit. That's not normally how many people come in with that.
I mean, that's not really the most common thing you see is cuts and bites. I mean, cuts a little bit, but bites not.
Well, they're
so
like
much.
talking
I
sh-
cut into their listening, and I just
No,
scream.
not only
I'm
humans.
like, I'm trying to listen to some important military broadcast here. Would you quiet down with your news over there? Come on, this could be the
What?
fucking code we need to crack.
What are you listening to on the radio?
It's just unintelligible Russian chatter.
It's Vitas. Ha ha ha.
He's listening unintelligible Russian chatter as I'm unloading the truck that he's inside of.
No, my guy's, yeah, I'm a driver right now,
Yeah.
but my guy's main job is to comb through Russian broadcasts because my character knows Russian, and he's just like, he's supposed to, intercept signals.
That's your main job, but you run a delivery service on the side?
Well, no, right now, because I'm now out on the ship, this is what I'm doing, but I still want to do my work.
Oh, alright,
He's
alright.
trying
You're
to
my
make
lackey,
money.
this is why I hired you. You unload the truck, and when I am
Well,
sitting
you're
around
doing
while you unload
paper.
the truck,
You're doing paperwork with Dylan, and then you're gonna unload the truck.
Yeah. Well,
Alright.
I'm not gonna unload the truck. No. I do the paperwork, and then I'm going to get on the radio.
Alright, so they're filling out paperwork. I'm waiting to fucking do the shit while they're talking shit about what's on the radio. I just look at him and I go, "Oh, this shit's sensationalized. The guy's probably fine. Rabies? Pfft."
I'm
Yeah.
like nodding my head as I'm like,
Rabies.
the news, man. They just want attention. That's how they are.
I mean, it doesn't seem
And
like
then,
they're overblowing it. I was there. There was a lot of people coming in with slight rabies symptoms. Only that one guy had severe rabies symptoms.
Yeah. Only one.
Maybe there's
person,
some
yeah.
sort of rabies outbreak. The gators. No, not.
Yeah, maybe all the little critters.
Probably
Yeah,
just
you
the kids
change
going
it to
out
like a
into the woods
podcast
trying to get
station,
high or
and it's
whatever,
like,
you
and
know?
it's like you change it to a conspiracy station. It's like it's all those critters. They got the super rabies. They got the super rabies.
I turned it up. I'm like, gee, these people are fucking crazy these days on these podcast stations.
I hear any
Podcast.
Russian military, like, hot
You hear
details,
ha ha ha
or just
ha.
regular, like,
Ooh.
military communications.
You don't really hear anything. It's like you're
Nothing interesting.
yeah, nothing really interesting. It's just like
Changing, like,
Almost a laugh.
on one of the signals you hear, it's just fucking like people like what's it called
they're not attacking.
Jargoning air
just
routes.
checking in. Yeah, it's just like people checking in on this one Russian radio that you're intercepting. It's just like people like everything's fine here, blah blah kind of shit.
Changing shift.
Yeah, and then nothing really too crazy. You do change to Russian station, and you hear something about bite marks on people and stuff.
I'm like, well, guys, I got something over here. The Russians are even acknowledging.
So
that we can
you monitor top secret channels, then you give that information to the general
Well, you
public.
guys were just talking about it. This doctor might know something about it. I'm trying to gather information for, my job.
Yeah, I mean that's
Why are
not
there Russians
information
also
that
specifically?
matters. So
I'm
can
checking my
give it out.
pager.
I'm not checking for any news. I'm oblivious and living my regular life. I'm hitting Dylan's joint.
You have like
Uh,
87
I have-
pages, Bernard.
I yell, get back to work. I'm only allowed to hit
I-
the joint.
What number? Are all the numbers from the hospital?
I said, calm down, man. I'll let you do your
no.
fucking radio.
You
Where are
you,
the-
you
where
have
are the numbers?
as Bernard's
Chill
sitting
out.
here, he has like one page in, and it's from the hospital.
Is there a payphone around here anywhere?
No, not close, not at all.
Oh,
I don't
fuck.
know, man. If there's a similar thing happening in Russia, there might actually be something.
I mean, it's the 80s. There would be a house phone.
Wait, how did I get to
Dylan would have
Dylan's
a
house?
phone.
We don't
You
know.
drove.
I don't know.
You
drove.
have your own car here.
You're a fucking doctor, dude.
Dylan has his own car, and fucking you have your own car.
All right, well, if I see this page, then I have to go find a payphone. So I'm gonna get up and go.
So
drive.
He has a house phone.
Before you
Oh,
get up,
does he have a house phone?
yeah, yes.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be like,
Okay,
hey,
you can call.
JJ, can I use your house phone real quick?
Yo,
Why
Jay.
did I say
Oh,
house
what?
phone?
Yo,
Oh,
Jay!
yeah, man.
Jay!
You know where it is. Go ahead. You don't gotta ask.
Going. I'm gonna call the hospital.
It's a Bernard fucking. It's like a really old timey 1920s phone.
You got the fucking
Bernard's like,
ring.
how the fuck? Yeah, you gotta fucking. You have
No,
to
I
fucking.
live in-
twirl
It's a
the thing.
rotary phone.
Yeah, it's a rotary phone.
I live in this area. I'm a doctor. I know how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You're
you
a doctor.
you do use the rotary phone.
Yeah, roll to use the phone.
I rolled.
Fuck, I
And,
dialed the wrong number.
You gotta roll all the right
So,
numbers in a row. First of all.
someone answers and they're like, hello?
Yeah, this is Dr. Johnson. I got a page from you guys. What's up?
Doctor, there's so many cases. We need everyone on staff that we can possibly have if you can come in.
What's the problem?
There's just there's so many. The number of people getting like rabies symptoms is increasing.
Can
Constantly.
the hospital even hold all of these people? Are we sending them off to other hospitals?
We're sending some off to other hospitals, but we can hold most of them.
For the
You
time.
gonna come in.
I wanna
We're
call
just
in a
short-staffed.
military base for the United States.
I just got off an 18-hour shift. Are you sure you're understaffed?
Yes, we're very understaffed.
I
I had kendo.
guess I'll be over.
Okay, as Bernard's leaving the house to get ready to leave, you guys see a man in the distance, and Dylan's like walking through Dylan's farm.
After
I say,
after
what
Bernard's
in
call,
tar
I
the
wanna
fuck
phone into
nation?
the U.S. military base.
Yeah, so while you guys see that, Chris walks inside and starts calling the military base.
Yo,
poured
Jay,
this through-
Jay,
oh,
there's a
who's
guy
this
in your
fucking
field,
rambler,
Jay.
dude. Who the fuck is this?
Okay, hold on.
I
We'll
didn't
hold
have
up your
anybody
thing
else
for a
coming on
second,
but you guys.
and we're gonna do Chris's call first.
All right.
So
So I'm gonna phone in.
they answer, and you have to give all your secret military like code
This
shit.
is Lieutenant Walker. Blah, 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 blah.
And
Wow,
you give all your
the whipped
codes. so
cream
they
is
know
in
it's
the syrup.
actually you. Yeah, you say you're fucking the eagle has landed bullshit.
I've been
And they're
hearing
like,
things
what-
on there's been Russian chatter and local chatter in my area. I'm doing a fucking delivery and I'm hearing about this shit. What do you know about the bite marks, alright? What do you know about these rabies symptoms going around? All these people coming in. How are we doing?
We
Any
have
reports
some
of
intel on it. There's not that much, Mr. Walker. All
Give me
we know
everything
as
you
of right
have.
now
I'm
is
on the
that
forefront
there
of
are
this.
rabid animals. Most people have rabid animal bite marks, and or human or even human bite marks, and are getting really severe cases of rabies from it.
Jesus Christ. How many people in the service have been affected this far? How many people in our hospitals, the military hospitals?
Thousands,
Our hospital.
like across the
Fuck.
country, like thousands across the country.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have to call you back, and I'm gonna hang up, and I'm gonna walk outside with a grim look on my
No one
face.
really knows much because the symptoms only started showing up about 3 days ago. So it's very.
Wait, do I know everyone's name?
They tell you that. They say
Yeah,
the
we've been
symptoms have only
introduced.
been. Yeah,
Oh.
the symptoms have only been recorded about 3 days ago. But
Yeah,
we're
when I'm
looking
at-
into it, and
when I'm at Chris
apparently,
and,
what?
So when I met Chris and Brian, I shook their hands, I asked their names, and fucking talked to
Yeah.
them. I'm like fairly.
Yeah, we've met
fairly
before.
Oh no,
It's a
you already
routine,
yeah,
but
you already knew them.
Say
This
that,
is a
don't say that.
routine. Yeah.
I'm familiar with names.
We're just now meeting the doctor.
Are we?
Just giving character,
No.
fun, dude.
Oh
It's
yeah,
just a handshake and a
Brian
look
and
in your eye
Chris
type
are
of dude.
Brian and Chris are meeting the doctor, but you guys all knew each other.
Yeah.
And as Bernard fucking walks out though, there's a man like stumbling around in Dylan's fields.
Jay, there's a guy in your fucking field. What is he doing?
I have no idea, man. Get
You, hey,
get
what's
the
your
rifle,
name?
man. Fuck
Move,
this.
moving boy. What's your name?
Fucking Daryl.
Daryl, go check that guy out. Go see what he wants.
All right. Yeah. What do you mean check him out? Okay, I'll be right back.
I've
I
got
feel like
bad
Dylan
news,
would check him
guys.
out.
Probably just some drunk guy
Yeah,
that
and I'll
stumbled
start,
on
I'll
his
start
farm.
walking behind Daryl, but slower. I'll let him get like twice.
Yeah,
my speed.
me and Jay are just
We just
walking
start
behind
creeping.
him.
I walk right towards the shambling man in the field. I go, "Hey,
Do you call? Yeah.
what are you doing out here? Who are you?"
He doesn't reply. He was like walking in the other direction, and he kind of like turns around, and he like kind of looks at you and wobbles a bit.
This is mouse.
I turn around and I look to see who's behind me, and I see fucking. Let me just zoom in so I can say names, because I don't even need to be zoomed out right now. I go, JJ, this guy look familiar to you?
Like, I don't know this man. I don't have a lot of people coming over besides fucking you guys, honestly.
He kind of stumbles towards you, and he's like, he says help. He's like help,
I inspect
and then
him.
he falls over.
Well, can I like see him from this? How far away am I from him?
You're probably like 20, 30 feet away from him.
I run right up to
Fields
him.
are fucking big.
So I run right up to him.
You run right up to him.
And I'm gonna yell.
away.
Yeah,
I
well,
yell.
Baby
yell
rabbit,
too.
step back!
I yell
Yeah.
like, "Just come back, come back."
Rabbit, what do you mean? And I'm like halfway
I
towards him,
just
and I just like
phoned in.
stop in my tracks a little, and I like look at him hard.
Yeah, you're like 10 feet
What's
away
up,
from him
Curbs?
as you stop.
All right, I'm like,
I've got new information about what's going on here.
I have unforeseen for information.
so
I just phoned in and got some
honestly, JJ's the only one I'd probably be able to hear, right? Unless they're screaming at me.
I'm yelling. I'm
No,
screaming.
they're,
fucking,
they're not that far away.
What's your
They're
character?
probably
Brian?
like
He's,
60,
right next to me.
70 feet
All
away
right.
from you.
So,
But well, no, you're actually pretty far down the fucking thing, so you're probably like 100 feet away from them.
100 feet.
Yeah, 100 feet.
All right.
They can still hear you.
That's fucking open farmland.
Yeah, but I got
That's not even.
JJ's closest to me, and they tell me to wait, but I'm already mid run up to him, so I do wait, and I fucking
You're 10 feet away from him.
yeah. So I'm just saying I stop, and I'm like trying to inspect him and listening to these guys to tell me to stop.
I say, come on back, boy. He might have that fucking disease they're talking about on the radio, man. Just be
The
cautious.
what?
I
It's
feel
bigger
like
than we thought. The
yeah.
Russians
Be
and
cautious.
The US.
The disease?
Bernard
It's all over the
probably.
place.
Are you
I'm
running up, Bernard?
approaching. I'm being cautious though because I hear them yelling that and I've seen it. I'm
Yeah.
approaching. I'm like, boy, turn him over onto his back.
I'm good, Curbs. How about you, bud?
Oh,
Turn him
God.
over onto his
Zombie
back.
campaign
Like, I
time.
don't think you should be touching him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
I think
You
that-
might get rabies, doctor.
Well, is he
Back
on
the
it?
f- up.
Is he on his back or is he like on his
He's
stomach?
on his front. He's on his
If he
stomach.
gets bit, man, then he's infected. Rabies
The
spreads
doctor
through
would
fucking
know, but
contact.
as long as he doesn't get bit, he won't get.
I don't
bit.
think we
Yeah,
know
I
any
tell-
of this.
I tell him to flip him
What?
over,
So
but
you
then
guys
back
know how-
away.
You guys know how
Rabies.
rabies
It's
works.
reportedly
No, it's
rabies.
rabies.
Yeah,
We're just-
but
we're-
That's what we
thinking
think right
it's
now. It's rabies.
You don't
Yeah.
want rabies, okay? Fuck.
Fuck. You want a giant needle?
and you also know that it's extremely fast acting rabies. Like
Oh jeez.
within like an hour. of
I
something.
say, find yourself a stick, boy, and roll him over with that. All right? Don't directly touch him.
We need to
They
roll
got
him
the
over.
fast boy rabies.
Get a stick.
I'm just stood back. I'm not trying to touch him anymore. I'm at my regular 10-foot distance.
I'm
Yeah.
officially scared.
Is he breathing?
What are they guys talking about? Rabies?
You can see Brian can clearly see his hands, and they start digging into the ground, kind of.
Oh god.
All right, Daryl, get away from him.
Yeah, get the fuck out of there.
He's moving though. He said he needed help.
Dale, get up, get back.
I start walking back and I'm visibly confused.
You're not gonna be able to help him, trust me. If he's got the disease or some shit like that,
We have to call the police so that they can come try to restrain
Yeah, I'm
him.
just stepping.
Call animals.
I'm
the
backpedaling.
police,
Boy,
guys. You're not gonna tell the police anything.
I'm just
Listen to me.
backpedaling.
I'm the superior officer here. I will
Oh,
handle
hey,
this situation.
Listen, I'm not in the
I'm
military.
not. Yeah, I'm not in the military.
Yeah.
Listen, then I have more rank than any of you civilians. I'm gonna get us out of this.
I'm not a fucking civilian. We know you know
You
this.
can't just leave him.
Yeah.
I know
mean,
you're not a civilian, Daryl. I'm talking to these fine men right here. Come on.
We need to get this man help if he has rabies.
Yes.
Go near that man until we've got.
We need to get him help, but
What's
We need to
fucking
call.
All right, let's call the police. I
Law
agree.
enforcement
Let's call the
agency.
police or whoever
Yeah.
will come to help right now.
Okay, so
We're not calling the police. I can phone into the base and call for backup.
Are they really going to send the
Police can't
military
know
out to
about
one
this.
man collapsing in a field out of a suspicious case of maybe rabies?
yeah.
I'm not
Why
gonna
can't
let
the
your
police
military
know?
friends abduct this man. And
We've
do
got a
experiments
doctor right
on him,
here.
right?
Just restrain the man and bring him in. See what's going on.
We can't risk that. The number one rule of any medical services is safety first.
Safety first.
Safety
you know
first.
how-
Well then, you fucking come on. Let's get a stick.
All you guys are saying is disease. We shouldn't touch him. We need to call someone. We need to call the
Yeah,
authorities.
I'm going towards the house to call the police.
I'm gonna
getting
cut the
stick.
phone line and I'm gonna say we're not calling the police. This is beyond them.
You just, motherfucker, you just cut my phone line.
Yeah.
I'm
I feel
sorry.
like
I don't
Dylan
cut
would
it. I
shoot
pull it
you.
out of the phone. I pull it out of the phone. I unplug it. I don't. I'm sorry.
Dylan owns guns, Chris.
I understand this.
Well, I got
just
my
unplugged
slingshot
it.
on me. Already.
Sorry.
Yeah, but you could go in the
spoke
house.
too rash.
Yeah.
Yeah, we go to call.
Probably
We go to
carry
call the
something
police.
else
Yeah,
in the
and
military.
it's-
I'm sure
and
that
it's
shit's
like-
right up on my
It's
shoulder.
3
my whole-
versus 1, so I feel like they could restrain you very easily.
I'm just gonna let them use the phone, man. Never mind. Fine, but I'm not saying anything to them.
I thought Nam fucked me up.
Need a silent treatment. All right, I'm gonna start dialing 911.
While they're doing that, while they go to call, I wait outside and I'm gonna stay in the fucking deuce, the double deuce, whatever this is
Yeah,
called.
Watch the
I'm
guy.
gonna jump in the back with the
Are you
freight.
just in the back?
I'm gonna keep actually unloading Dylan's order because I don't think I've unloaded it all the way.
Yeah,
I'm going
gonna
to
find
sit
a
in the
stick
deuce.
of at least 8
Okay,
feet. and
so
I'm gonna use it to roll
who's
over.
calling the police, Bernard or
I'll call the police.
if Bernard's calling the police? They
Take a
answer. He
piece.
tells them what's going on. They're like, we'll be there in about 15 minutes.
How are they gonna get here off road in the rain?
How's the storm looking?
Road.
Cars.
I guess there's a path.
Look at the map. There's a road.
It's just
yeah.
it's a dirt road, man.
I'm also.
I mean,
I'm,
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that'll
also
make
gonna
sense.
call the hospital again to let them know that I'm gonna be a little late.
And it's not like fucking pouring. Yeah, you call the hospital and they're like, okay,
Son of
well,
a bitch.
we're doing okay-ish right now. And then she fucking, you hear screaming in the phone and she's like, wait, what's happening? And then the phone line goes,
Hello? Hello? What's
Whoa.
happening over there?
I'm just over there flipping
Jesus.
this dude over.
Jesus Christ.
Even though he's like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back
Okay,
out. and-
Dylan flips the dude over. He's just completely like comatose, pretty much. Not comatose, but he's just completely knocked out. You can see his lips are turning really white. His
Alright.
White or
whole
blue?
his whole face is pale and his lips are turning white.
I yell
You mean-
for.
you mean
What
blue?
is your character's name?
No.
Is it Bernard?
Yep,
Goddamn.
Bernard.
I
I
yell for
mean, they could
Bernard.
be
Son of a
turning
bitch.
blue, I guess.
I'm like, are these the symptoms? His lips are turning white.
These?
Ah,
They're turning-
His
they're turning
lips
blue or
are, like,
white?
white,
White,
but they're
blue,
just
white, blue.
losing they're losing color and they're very like his skin's becoming very dry.
I'm gonna walk
This is
over.
insane. This
I'm gonna
is-
walk
this
over and
doesn't
be
look
like,
rabies to me.
This is actually the signs of either oxygen deprivation or death.
I would have thought oxygen deprivation, but his skin is turning really dry too.
Yeah, and his lips are turning white. They're supposed to turn blue.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna start up the deuce and a half. It's still warm. It should start pretty well.
Yeah,
I'm
the
still
decent
not
half
ready to get
starts up
close
easy.
to this.
Am I done unloading this shit?
They're not risky. What did the hospital say?
No,
They
there's
said-
a lot.
Something's going down at the hospital.
This is
I'm
like a
just turning on the
5-hour
video.
job. Like this is
Oh, wait, I
literally
don't want
like
the
an
video.
hour.
Yeah.
Alright,
Ah,
alright.
I'm fucking dehydrated. No. Yeah, the hospital. So, I was talking to them and they said that they were doing fine, and then they were screaming. The line got cut.
So
Got cut.
Bernard
That sounds
probably
bad.
thinks
They probably just hung up on you.
water.
Give them
Right.
water.
Probably an
Yeah.
emergency.
Where are they inside examining this guy, or are they still in
No,
the
he's
field?
not dehydrated.
He's literally sitting there. He's still breathing and stuff. You can see that he's still alive.
Does it sound like he has like raspy breaths?
Yeah.
Where are you guys examining him, in the field or in the
Alright,
house?
Yes,
yelled
they
for,
were examining him in the field.
What's your dude's name again, Brian?
Daryl.
Daryl.
Daryl. I yelled for Daryl. Daryl, get this man some water real quick.
Water wouldn't help if his lips are turning white and he's turning
Whatever,
pale.
we gotta at least try, man. We don't have anything else to go on right now.
And
I
I'm
mean, he
gonna
looks fucking
silently,
thirsty to me.
I'm
That's
gonna
all I know.
silently
Shit.
walk over. I'm gonna pull out a combat knife and I'm gonna do a field tracheotomy on this guy right now.
What the fuck?
Chris' character just explodes and he doesn't exist anymore.
This is a normal course of action. I'm a
Oh.
military man.
He's
What?
still breathing. He's fine.
His lips are turning purple. He's obviously not getting enough
But you
oxygen.
can witness him breathing, so there's no reason for
he's
tracheotomy.
breathing perfectly fine. He's getting oxygen. His lips are just turning white.
His lips are just turning white. Oh, no.
What? I just, for the sake of roleplay, I look around really quick when they ask for water. I don't want to find one specifically, but I want to run over with like a bucket. Do I see like a bucket and like a pump?
Yeah, there's like a regular like pump spigot. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I just start
Like,
filling this
literally
bucket and I
right
run over with a whole bucket of water.
And like the most convenient.
You drink
When I run up with this fucking bucket and I like see the guy, obviously I can see he's turning white and shit, and I'm like, oh Jesus, your boy said this is rabies. It's probably from one of them Walt Disney monkeys they've been selling to people.
This is not rabies.
Do I hear
He's-
anything new
he's-
on the Russian transmission?
I give like a morbid like short laugh. Like
I hand
Bernard,
the
do a
bucket of
medical
water.
roll. A medicine roll.
Do a medicine roll? Me or who?
Rabies.
it doesn't look like rabies.
I wanna see if you fucking. Yeah, I'll say you pass. You do know the symptoms of rabies very well.
These aren't the symptoms of rabies.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well,
Mm.
not very well, but you know them, and you're like, huh. Well, if this could be a very mutated rabies too.
Yeah, but I wouldn't know that yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Did I
Alright.
hear anything on the Russian radio transmissions?
No, there's nothing. Nothing
I'm gonna-
special. Most of them have gone quiet.
I'm gonna say that I need to go to the hospital and see what's happening.
Should we bring this man with us?
Okay.
You guys can stay here and watch him. The cops should be here soon. They'll take care of
Yeah,
this.
as Bernard's getting ready to get in his car, it's been about 15 minutes. The cops start rolling up.
Okay, good. So I definitely gotta stay here and fucking answer questions. I'm sure since it's my property.
Who's typing in Discord? Oh. Type in
Wow.
whatever, Chris, because I don't have
In
Discord
here.
open. Type in the
Oh,
that
okay.
one chat. And the
Walker is
If you wanna
typing.
say
Oh yeah, I have to
something.
get off of Elm. I have to be whoever. There.
I tell them to like.
how?
How? With a radio? I have a separate spy radio.
You try to contact your boss.
Spy boss.
Putin. You try about 7 times, no one answers.
Jesus.
God.
Eventually, though, after
It's
the cops
Kirby
are coming in
season.
and starting to fucking, the cops come over to Dylan and Brian, checking out the man. They're like, "What's going on?"
You gotta help him, man. He was stumbling through the field and asked for help. Look at him.
Okay, the cops like,
Dropped straight to the ground and started clawing at the earth, man, like he was.
The
big in
cop
China.
goes to, the cop and he has his partner, and he's like, "Okay, we'll take this man to the hospital," and they pick him up. The one cop like puts him over his shoulder, kind of. Well, they're kind of like both carrying him.
Like one arm
Yeah,
on
he
the
might
piece.
be sick, man. I wouldn't
Instead of
recommend. I'm
getting
not
a
gonna tell you
stretcher.
guys what to do.
We had a doctor here who said not to
I
touch him.
recommend that.
Not to touch him. We have to
Probably
get this
don't
man to
touch
the
him.
hospital. He
Why don't
obviously.
you call an ambulance?
You might be
We didn't ask for the
contagious, is what we're
police.
saying. You don't want to be sick.
Well, there is. Okay, fine. There is an ambulance came with them because obviously you said.
Yeah,
what
yeah,
happened,
alright.
So they're
Yeah.
putting him on a gurney.
Alright.
Yeah.
There's a medical person.
All right, are they taking him to the same hospital that I'm going to?
Everybody's got.
I'll just follow them.
You
and I'm
you
like,
you can join. You can get in
You're
the
gonna hop in.
ambulance with
Yeah,
them.
you're gonna hop in.
no, I'm gonna just get in my own car.
Okay, so
Alright.
yeah, before
So they're not gonna
Bernard
drive me
leaves,
back too.
he starts fucking.
steal that
Before
ambulance.
Bernard leaves, he starts talking to them, and he's like, blah blah. This is what's happening. It doesn't look like rabies.
All right, I'm gonna be
And,
like, all right, are you guys going anywhere, or are you gonna be here when I get back?
I think I should come with you. Look, I lot of the Russian signals have gone quiet. I don't know what's going on here. The U.S. military doesn't know what's going on here, alright? You seem to be on the forefront of this, and I need to further the intelligence of the military at any cost.
Alright, you want to ride in my car?
No, I'm gonna take the deuce, just in case.
Just in
You know, I'll
case.
just go with you. If you're going anyways, I'll just ride with you.
Alright, hop in the back.
I'll take the deuce.
And then there's 2 seats in the front.
We could tow your car, probably. Just
Bernard is a
We're
fucking
coming
hold on.
back
Bernard
here.
is a doctor in Fort Myers in the 80s. So like it goes, I'll ride in the deuce with you. It looks over at his car. It's like an old fucking Corvette or some shit.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll go in the
sees
deuce.
this thing, he's like, alright, we only got room in the back. You're gonna have to sit with them. Unload the cargo.
Yeah, we gotta unload the cargo before we
You know what? You don't have a
Closest,
second seat?
The
There's
hospital
room
is
for
around
3 in the middle. Or I mean,
Well, we're the only 2 going right now.
are we?
As far
I
as
need my
know.
lackey. JJ, you may as well come too. This guy was on your property.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of curious to see what's happening with the disease and everything. I kind of see maybe I can lend some sort of medical expertise. I don't know.
Alright, Daryl, get in the back.
All
I
right.
mean, you heard how short-staffed
taking my
the
own
doctors.
Yeah, did I get finished unloading all that shit, or is there still stuff in there?
We half-assedly
but
unloaded.
not much.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah,
I,
pretty much.
I sit in the back and I put a hand out for JJ. He's an old man, so I help him up.
Yeah, you help him up, and JJ's like, oh!
Yo, JJ, you sit inside. We got AC in this bitch. I jury rigged the
Yeah.
shit out of it.
We're all in.
Oh,
it.
and I'm just all right. That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah,
some,
they
I
can-
mean,
it's a
more
bench seat in there,
economical, man.
so-
Just
Okay, yeah.
Daryl.
It's
Chris has a
Curbs.
bench seat
It's
installed
Yeah.
Itachi.
There's 3 people in the front.
My cousin,
Normally
my
a bench
friend
seat, but in
Dylan,
the back,
who's
there's
Crow,
normally 2 benches
and my
that
brother
fold down
Bob,
the sides,
and
so it
Biggles,
can-
our other friend.
He-
And we're just playing
Daryl's
Dungeons,
just standing because he
like
doesn't
zombie
like
Dungeons and
there's-
Dragons.
He doesn't
game.
want to flop down.
There's
the
no Dungeons and
yeah.
Dragons. It's
You know,
just
there's
zombies.
Still, there's still crates and fucking.
It's a zombie apocalypse for Halloween. We're doing a zombie role-playing D&D dice rolling game. We're using Google Maps to use real locations to travel through. We're using the gray background over here with our characters where we'll play some shit out. But we're mostly gonna role play and just it's like a speaking game almost.
Mostly by me.
So you guys start heading to Fort Myers. The cops are trailing behind you, and the ambulance, or in
Wondering
front
how
of
you
you.
could go that slow.
In front of you.
Oh, okay, yeah,
They're
yeah.
they're way ahead of you. The ambulance is rushing that dude to the hospital.
Although typically
And,
the cops give an escort on like either side and then just blow through fucking stop signs and shit.
Yeah.
While we're driving, do we notice anything? Like, is
What
there?
the fuck?
Yeah, is there
Literally empty.
like, do we notice less traffic? Do we notice any kind of routes being shut off? Is there any kind of state of emergency happening as we're going through this, or is it fairly normal?
Perception. Perception.
It's pretty normal. I mean, there's some like you can see like not a lot of people are outside. Hold on, sorry, I have to open.
Well, the cops responded, so there's that.
And I didn't want it to open on my main monitor exactly like it did. You guys are going to Fort Myers, so you're just going down a long ass dirt road.
Oh, I start passing around like a nice fat joint.
I don't know what year it took effect, but it's actually Florida is one of the only states where it's completely legal to pick and keep, not necessarily consume, but you can actually pick and harvest psychedelic mushrooms in the state of Florida legally, up to a certain amount.
You already know I got those on deck.
I'm just saying. Fun fact about Florida. I just don't know if that happened. It must have happened in the 60s, man, because it's one of the only states. I think New Mexico's the other one.
80s.
If you find it, you can eat it. It's probably not gonna kill you. It might suck.
You find it,
can-
you eat it.
can
That's
freely
the
eat
law
whatever
here.
you want that's on
We've
the
If you meet it, you beat it.
Okay.
can say no.
Well, bless
Just walk
you.
up to a plant that's just growing there and eat it and then go to jail. That's hilarious in my mind.
It is hilarious.
Anyway,
Shit.
so you guys are driving down the road, and fucking Chris, do a driving check.
You
All
crash,
right.
we all die.
Yeah. Everyone died.
Alright, guys, a good campaign.
Good campaign, guys. Thanks.
Wait, does Bernard's character smoke?
I don't think so. He's a doctor. Well, he might smoke
He's
tobacco.
either, yeah.
Pipe tobacco.
He's like a current doctor, so he can't really.
Yeah.
fuck around.
Yeah.
He's in the field.
So,
Oh.
a fucking like as Chris is driving, a person literally just jumps out in the middle of the road, and Chris barely misses him.
Wait, can
Jesus
if
Christ.
someone jumps out in the road, I want to plow right through him because it wouldn't hurt the deuce and a half at all.
What the fuck?
But can we be not insane while the police are right behind us?
All right, fine. Yeah,
This
the
is
police are right there.
normal
I swerved to
living
avoid. Yeah.
Society.
Well, I'm
I
hearing
see.
some
Just-
music here.
You
from
can't
this.
just murder a hobo. I'm
In
here.
real
Oh my
life,
God,
that's
he
what I
can
would
do
do
it.
if I had a deuce and a half. And
Yeah, we
someone
need a
jumped out.
screeching effect and.
This is in the military, so he thinks about doing it, but he's.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah,
try
he
this.
really
What's this?
wants to kill that person.
like,
That's the
no,
40%
no,
of
no.
hesitation.
Not in
that
my
role.
own country. You gotta say
I
that.
don't have a screeching effect.
Were you in the Nam with me, Chris? We didn't serve together, but.
No, I was not.
Oh yeah, you were not in
No.
Vietnam. I was in the Nam,
I hear
boy.
this music through your stream. Oh, God.
Turn it down.
Or mute him.
Here.
We have
I
to mute it
I
every
can't
time
mute
it
him.
starts.
Where's the volume? Oh.
Yeah, there's no volume on this one even for some reason.
Oh yeah, you'd have to mute me. That's so
I think if you
gay.
right click it, that's the volume, right? Or no?
Oh, it's because I'm fucking.
No, that puts Bob down.
Hold on. There, I shouldn't.
I
do it
hit
now.
mute and it just muted me.
Yeah. I turned it down last time. I don't know what's going on. The quality looks terrible.
Okay.
It's different.
Yeah, as the dude runs out in the middle of fucking in front of Chris's fucking thing, Brian screams like this, even though he doesn't see him, because Brian's in the back.
Jesus
Yeah.
Christ, what was that fucking
Brian
guy
could look in the
doing?
front. You saw that video of the guy in the back of the deuce and a half while they went through that mud puddle.
Yeah, but he was standing. Brian's sitting in the back, like looking out back.
Oh, okay.
And as you pass him, Brian sees that guy that you narrowly missed, and Brian, roll a fucking
Perceptive.
It was your brother.
Roll a what?
untrained.
Wow.
91.
Pew, pew, pew,
Brian
pew. He's riding in the
fucking-
back.
Brian Brian
He had
does
nothing
not
better to do.
fucking. Brian does not fall out. Brian fucking like there's a Chris like goes off road for a second. There's a huge bump and Brian manages to stay on very
He's used
easily.
to this.
He gets
knows
some
what
air.
to do.
Sitting in his bolted
That's
down.
how I
chair
drive in
the
real
back.
life.
Yeah, I've been regardless like of how Chris drives this fucking deuce is like I'm used to, like I have my sea legs, you know what I'm saying? So when he goes to swerve, I'm already ready to brace for impact. I get a flashback of being in the
It's
service.
like same exact roads and shit. You're like, wait for it.
Wait for it.
Now.
Whoosh.
Yeah, Brian sees that guy and he's kind of fucking just standing in the middle of the road staring at Brian as you guys drive off.
I'm confused. I like
That guy's problem.
I Mad Max it in a sense. I like bang on the hood of the truck. Like, what was that about? What was that dude doing?
Just do like a big
I'm
shrug.
like, you know, I'm smoking a joint over
I meant
here.
the person. What is the person doing running in the street?
Black smoke. Oh,
No,
and I'm like,
yeah.
oh, I don't know shit. This is Florida, man. Fuck, man.
I didn't
Sauce
even
is
see him. I
everywhere.
just swerved for all other reasons.
What rank were you in the military, Chris?
I was just checking the steering, baby.
What rank were you in the military?
Lieutenant.
All right, good job, Lieutenant.
Yeah, thanks. Listen, I outrank you and I always will, pal. I'm doing important radio broadcasts.
I was actually a general, but all right.
What?
I'm
You're a
just kidding.
general
No.
boy? And look at this
Nah.
kid.
Boy, General.
Boy, general. Brian's like 30 something. He's 38.
Yeah.
No, he's 28. Never mind.
And then whilst driving, you hear
How old
walking.
is he doing? Like 50? Late 50s?
I'm in my 50s. It's hard to say. You know, I was in and out of orphanages.
You-
I don't know
yeah,
what my
you-
actual birthday
yeah.
is.
You don't even know how old you are.
I was
You're like
recently
somewhere in the
my
50s. Fucking yeah, you guys just drive up to the hospital. You make it after like about a fucking like 45-minute drive. I
How
think
much fuel does
probably.
that take? How much fuel?
How much fuel
All
does that
of it.
take? I mean, that takes about 8 fuel.
Yeah, I ended up being a naval facility engineering commander. All right.
Yeah, do that for me, Chris.
Do what?
Hey, fuel just to
Can you
start this
change
bitch
the
up.
fuel in the car for me?
Yeah, can you just
Roll
give me
20.
a or just 8? Okay. Yeah.
Wait, we're changing fuel? What do we do? We're pulling over for some shit?
Just click on it and then in the fucking if you click on the
I
token.
got you, baby.
Yeah, I know. But if you click on the token, you can change it from there
What
too.
the hell is that,
At the, like
babes?
top 3 colors, which is easier. I just have like 17 different menus open for roles and stuff.
Yeah, I got you.
Like bread?
But wait, what are we doing? Are we
Uh,
stopping at the gas station or something with these cops? Or what are we...
No,
okay.
no. You
This just
stop
took
at fucking. You're at the hospital.
Oh,
You
alright.
guys drive there for about nothing else happens
Alright.
of interest.
Alright.
You guys
Alright,
are listening to the radio, on the news, in the radio. Well, actually, Chris, does your Deuce and a Half even have a radio that's normal?
So
Because they
yeah,
don't come with that built in.
Well, it'll have, since I'm a reconnaissance guy, I'm monitoring every channel, and I do have AM, FM as well.
Okay.
I've got an
So,
AM, FM
you
that can
hear-
play any form of
You on the news, either Russian or English, you hear lots of cases about this. People are like, there's rabid people on the streets. There's rabid animals
I'm like, yo, JJ,
foaming at the mouth.
you don't understand Russian, but I hear all this shit. Everyone's talking about these fucking rabid people. I need to
He's like
go
listening
join
to
that.
a
I can't do
regular
this."
FM radio station talking about it.
Yeah,
You
man,
don't
like,
understand
that's what it
Russian.
seems like, right?
No, I'm also
It's
listening
like
to
a
the
bunch
Russian
of
station at the same
bullshit.
time.
I'm kind of worried about
And
going to the hospital.
you turn it to an FM stereo and it changes to fucking, I don't even know.
The emergency
Fucking-
broadcast
God,
signal?
I was gonna say no. I was gonna say "Raining Blood" by Slayer, but I don't think that song was made yet.
No, it's Drowning Pool.
No, that the song did not exist.
Alright.
I know.
I don't know any '80s songs. When did "Raining Blood" come
Oh
out?
no, it's that song from
What?
Should I stay or should I go?
That's the Jets. That came out in the '90s.
Really?
Slayer Raining Blood came out in 1986, so if you want to bend my survival rules, it came out the same year, so...
Yeah.
I don't know. The survival
Maybe that's
rules
so
didn't
good.
come
Slayer
out.
was a
You
little
don't know
bit-
shit
Maybe
about
that was-
survival.
Ah!
Wait, hold up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So it starts playing fucking some Frank Sinatra on the radio, and it's Under My Skin by Frank Sinatra.
Oh.
I tell him to park in the staff parking lot.
Give us some... Come on, hold on. Fucking A.
I will immediately.
It's the
take
80s.
off
No one's
if it's
listening to
Russian.
Frank fucking Sinatra in the 80s. The 80s...
Yeah, they
The,
are.
the early 80s saw the rise of Motley Crue, Metallica,
Ooh.
Judas Priest, Def Leppard. Slayer did come out in 81. Iron Maiden. Rat.
Fine, Run to the Hills is playing.
Alright.
Jesus.
I have some badass speakers.
I'm
Welcome
gonna,
back,
okay,
Chris.
next time when we play next game, I'm gonna get a lot more music, and it's gonna be a lot of 80s music.
A lot of 80s music.
There's gonna be no ambiance
All
anymore,
on
but
this.
there's going to be stuff that's on the rate. It's only gonna play stuff that's on the rate, or while you're in like a.
Alright, so Chris is refueling his truck in the parking lot and intercepting messages from Russians and regular people
He's
alike.
not refueling.
Alright, well he did. Whatever he did.
Or parking in the hospital, fucking
never
staff
we
parking
used
lot.
fuel.
Oh, alright,
Uses
alright.
fuel to drive.
Alright. I didn't know. I don't understand those concepts, but sure.
Yeah. So you probably used about 5 to 6 fuel, whatever you want. I'd say.
I
5.
put 8. I put 6 already. I'm sorry.
Or yeah. No, I'm at 8, but 6.
Are we
Use
in the
6
parking
fuel.
lot?
Yeah.
I told him to park in the staff parking lot. We're going to staff entrance.
Alright, we park at the staff park. I can't go in
Okay.
the parking garage with this. I'll tell you right now. Doc,
Yeah. No.
that'd
Like
not
you-
be a fucking parking.
We're just going into the fucking.
I'm staying with the Deuce. I don't want to go. I'm afraid of hospitals.
Yeah,
I don't like
there's
hospitals.
a big parking lot in front of the hospital. It's not like a fucking.
Could you zoom into the hospital for us so I can get some
Drive
ambiance?
onto the parking lot directly up to the emergency entrance. Like,
What do you say?
Zoom into the hospital for us so I can get some ambiance. Show us where we're parking.
I like forgot to wear a shirt, so I'm gonna need like a fucking spare coat.
I'm not going in the
Ambiance is
hospital. I'm
fun,
scared of
get in
fucking
there.
hospitals.
Alright.
All right, anyone who's coming, come on. We're gonna go in this emergency entrance here. We're gonna see what's going on.
Okay, let's see what this. Yeah, there's a giant, huge parking lot right here.
Yeah, alright, we're out in this parking
I'm gonna
lot.
drive up, park on the grass next to the entrance. That's
Well,
the
this
bank.
is the actual hospital.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
we're gonna
is-
have to go in like the
Nah, wait, we
roundabout
need a
way
bigger-
That
for-
big-
That's not the...
Yeah,
Is it?
shit.
Yeah, because that's a
Supermarket.
Reeboks and shit, yeah.
Red
the
Where's
hospital offsite
I need to
parking
find.
garage.
How do I do other hospitals?
Just do fucking Fort Myers General Hospital. I don't know, like I don't know. General hospitals,
Just
usually the
hospital,
bigger
Fort
ones,
Myers,
right?
and then hit enter.
It was Lee Hospital. Lee Hospital.
Lee Hospital.
Yeah.
Lee Hospital.
Lee Health
Lee
Main
Lee
Health.
Memorial Hospital, probably, or yeah, probably it's probably both the same.
Lee
Yeah.
Memorial Hospital. Yeah.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah, we're going in the back staff entrance. I got my fucking card ready to swipe.
Yeah. So you guys
It's a
are
cute
coming
house.
in from.
For all them floors.
So you guys are coming in from that direction over
north.
there. So you guys are parking like right over
All
here.
right.
You're coming in through here, and you're parking. Chris is probably parking like back.
Parking, yeah, along like
I'm
center,
gonna drive
maybe
directly
behind
to
staff.
the entrance. No matter where it is.
It's right there, it's that
Drive-
blue
So
thing.
the ambulance goes around here and stops here, and they're rushing the guy.
I'll
in
park
with
up
your-
there.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
park.
Okay, Chris
I'm an
parks
ambulance.
fucking right.
Don't block the.
Chris-
Is there like a
fucking
fuck ton of
actual
ambulances there?
Yeah, Chris, you can park like right.
Yeah, describe us the hospital scene, Bob. What's the hospital
I park
actually
on
look like?
The sidewalk. I am in the military. This is a military vehicle. I will park on the sidewalk of a hospital.
Chris's
if I need to.
fucking military vehicle explodes and God smites him with thunder. not lightning, not lightning.
Thunder.
Thunder.
Just explodes you.
Yeah. Okay, so they're rushing that guy into the hospital, and
Asking you
you
to
can
move.
see like on the road there's just blood, like right around here. There's just like blood on the sidewalk.
God.
I'm gonna say someone in
There's
there.
no one. There's no one there, but there's like blood streaked right up. Right
Is there
up.
more ambulances there? Does it seem busy?
No, it seems like no one's like driving or doing anything around here. So they
Like,
rush him into
eerily
the
quiet.
hospital, and they you're not going in, right, Brian?
No, I'm staying with the
Who's
truck. I'm
going?
scared of
Who's
hospitals.
going?
I'm scared of hospitals.
Okay. Who's going in?
I am.
Okay, so Bernard is Dylan going in.
Yeah, I'm going in. I'm walking.
Okay, so the cops, and the like whole medical team and Bernard and Dylan walk in, and there's no one at the counter at all.
My
Oh,
character
what the
goes to
fuck?
take a piss.
Is this counter where like I guess that person who I was calling is?
Yeah. The phone's smashed against a wall to the right.
Yeah, this is your hospital,
I suddenly
Bernard.
get tense and I'm like
Oh,
creeping
yeah.
over and I'm looking behind the desk to
I'm
see
going
if
to
she's
full,
like passed
full
out.
military mode at this point.
No, there's no
Okay,
one
I'm
back there at
crouched.
all.
Is there any blood or anything?
No.
Is this is the hospital that Bernard like
boys
works at,
smashed.
right? So he'd know every inch of it.
Are the
I
cops
look
right
at the
behind us?
cops
If not,
and
I
I'm like,
fucking yell
I'm like,
for him.
guys, like we have a situation over here.
Yeah. I got a real
The
situation.
ambulance team is rushing that guy off to a
Well, the
different
cops.
corridor.
I'm telling them.
Yeah, I know. The cops are still with you. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm
The
saying,
ambu-
guys.
As you start talking to them, the ambulance team starts rushing that guy to like an open the ER pretty much.
Alright, I'm gonna tell them about what I heard. Like when I called them to see how things were going, and let them know I was coming late. That I heard screaming, and then the phone line went dead. And this is where it was.
And
This.
then a dude from Scooter's Coffee.
Right? All I could see was Scooter's
Sorry.
coffee.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I just had to talk about
Right?
it. Oh, Subway? Wait, I want to go to the
I want to go to this house. No!
Oh,
Anyways.
so, I'm sorry. So you start talking to the cops. What do you say?
Just like, it's pretty obvious when they get in here, they see what's going on. They probably are like alert immediately.
Yeah.
Well, Biggs was saying
What
something,
were you
right?
I don't have to
saying
say
Bernard?
much, really. I just motion for it.
I
Yeah.
come back and I ask,
Are you
Daryl,
in
like,
the
"What
hospital?"
I missed while I was taking a piss. No, I'm in
Oh.
the deuce.
Okay.
I took a piss.
You just pissed right out, like on someone's
In
car
public.
next to the-
Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah, in
I do,
public.
yeah.
But what were you saying, Bernard, to the cops? Bernard,
Pigs.
is he muted?
His headset may have died.
Bernard.
Or is he getting yelled at to watch a dog?
Oh, he's peeing.
His character went to take a pee also. So what happened
Yeah.
while my character and Bernard's character were
No,
out to take a piss?
I was still here. I was just telling them that like this is where the lady who I was talking, whoever the fuck lady guy I was
they
talking
see
to.
the
Well,
they see the
That's
phone is
fine.
smashed, and they're definitely on guard.
I'll say that I heard
You-
screaming too in the background when it happened.
Yeah, they're definitely on guard. As you see the guys fucking like rush the corner to get that guy in the emergency room, like you hear something. You don't know what it is.
Something.
It's
Is
like
is it screaming?
Something.
What does it sound like? Is it like a roar?
Like a thud, like a skid, like
Is it
a.
just somebody
You
saying
hear
something?
The most
Something!
nondescript sound you've ever heard in your life. It's so ambiguous. You have no idea what it could be. It's
Dark.
equally likely
is
to
it-
be anything at all.
Is it like growling? Is it
Scratches on a
It's
wall.
equally likely to be that as anything else,
Is
Pigs.
it zombie noise?
Is it someone dropping a pin?
Equally likely to be.
Is someone
anything
pooping
else.
in the
It's
hallway again?
ambiguous.
Hold on. Here's the sound. It's coming.
What's where?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I heard a bottle pop.
Yeah, that's what we heard a bottle pop, but I had no idea what that was.
Here's someone dabbing in the background.
More toes?
We have driven away the DM of this session with our off attitude. Is he even in this Discord anymore?
I don't know.
Oh wait, yeah, he left the thing. Maybe his internet went funky?
God damn it.
He's like, fuck this, I can't talk.
Fuck all this. I don't fucking something. I give up. You hear something
Something?
leaves.
They're making fun of me saying something?
Fuck this!
Yeah, if I come back and try to load this, it's not loading, so it's not even a live call.
Oh Jesus, we're in a dead call, boys. This is the dead zone.
We're dead.
Hello?
Fuck. I thought I was
We're
alive
all
this whole
just in this
time.
hall together now.
Oh God.
There it
Yep,
goes.
there it is.
Oh, it's my call.
So.
And this concludes us.
And the first zombie session comes to a riveting end. What did Bernard hear? Was it indeed something? Who
He's
knows?
pulling the Fortnite. He's just going dead on us, not saying shit. So you hear something, Blue.
He got turned into a zombie.
At the height of
What
our
is it? What do
suspense,
we
Yeah,
hear?
it's
Bob decides to end it.
and
End it all.
then the zombie outbreak actually began.
Yeah.
In
He's
real
like, you know
life.
what, Martin didn't come, it's over.
Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't have just said something if Martin was here.
Guys.
An actual something outside your window.
Should we just go back to Polybius and wait for him?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, he'll probably just join the call.
Yeah, he can rejoin the call.
Alright.
He's still
Yeah,
here.
this is an exclusive club called
Yeah.
Morto Satachi Scarecrow Biggles.
This is what we can do every time instead of having a secret chat.
Well, I'll take this opportunity to let my dogs out, I suppose.